Howdy folks, last update on the Raspberry Pi setup. I'm gonna get in here, hopefully you guys can see, got some decodes going, got some, made a contact or two, but basically I wanted to show you the, more or less the final setup. I mean, it's as clean as you can get. You got the Raspberry Pi ham radio companion, little wireless keyboard, and the G90. And if you remember last video, I said I was going to mount the DG Mobile into the unit. And take a look at that. Isn't that cool? Yep, that's the Digi Mobile sticking out the side of the unit. The only thing that's coming out is the cat cable, obviously, and the audio cable to the back of the G90. And we're running the Raspberry Pi 5. The Raspberry Pi has its own clock, the 5 does. We got the battery installed for that, and all you have to do is go to a local network once, like at home, and the clock will sync and then come out for POTA. And it should stay synced for at least a few weeks. This is the panel again. Last video I didn't have it, but I brought it back for everybody to see. I'll pop the panel off here. Make sure all the screws are undone. Oop, got one still attached. There we go. Okay. So this is everything inside. We got the Raspberry Pi unit over here, and you can just make out the clock battery. I have it stuck to the Ethernet port, the Ethernet jack. It has its own adhesive when you buy it, so I figured just stick it here, and the top of the case still fits. So I twisted up the battery connector and plugged it in between HDMI 0 and the USB-C power connector. So now this thing keeps accurate time, and don't need to be hot spotted into a phone or anything. We're running pretty good. So update on the RTL SDR. That is the second part of the project. I found this little board. This is a filter board for USB. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this filter board. I got it off of AliExpress. I'm going to get it installed in line. It's kind of weird that it's male on both ends. Would have been easier if it was a female on one end and a male on the other. So I'm going to have to make up a male-to-male cable and put this in line with the SDR and see if that cuts down the noise. I still have the ferrites, the snap-on ferrites. Going to use that probably in tandem. Okay, so some people have asked me before about this INIU. Wow, we just got a sudden gust of wind there. The INIU LiPo battery with the 2 USBs and how long it lasts. I had this going for 4 hours with the screen on, the Raspberry Pi on. Not really doing much, but just the Raspberry Pi on and the screen on. And it came down to 60%. So you kind of extrapolate that. If I getting 4 hours out of 40% of the battery, I'm thinking that the battery should last at least 6 or 7 hours with the screen going, with the Raspberry Pi going, and what else might be happening on the Raspberry Pi. So that's not too bad. You charge it up the night before you go out, and then you'll have 7 hours worth of play time with this battery. So not too bad, not too bad at all. All right, I think that's about it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, and you get a better look at the DigiRig Mobile. I just used a Dremel tool and cut in through here a little 1x1 square hole, and then I laid down a whole bunch of 5-minute epoxy and just let it cure with the DigiRig Mobile in there, and then its USB cable comes around and just goes right into the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I think this would probably be the final update for this this setup here with the Raspberry Pi and the Bluetooth keyboard. Most of the information will probably be down below in the description. Also check out the first 2 videos of this series where I kind of talk about the conception and the building of this little Raspberry Pi ham radio companion. So take it easy. Out.